The Sunniva business strategy really started with assembling a first-class management team and a board of directors. We needed people with a proven track record for building significant shareholder value in both the public and private markets. When I was first doing my research on the industry, the first person that came to mind was Dr. Haller. Dr. Haller's background was made for this industry. From manufacturing of flu vaccines to distribution, it just seemed like a perfect fit to take that knowledge base and apply it to this industry.
I got involved in the cannabis industry because there were a number of different things that were coming together. My background, which was really in medical products, pharmaceutical products, it got me thinking that this industry is going to change dramatically, and a lot of the things I've learned through my career, like good manufacturing practices, all the things that medical products require to be sold to public would become very important in this industry. In terms of the attitudinal changes towards cannabis, I think we're seeing that already. We're seeing more and more evidence that cannabis has a role in a number of different disease states. Currently, physicians aren't educated about the use of cannabis in a variety of disease states. But I think what you're going to see is we're already seeing physicians that are educating themselves. Eventually, I hope that we'll be taught about cannabis in medical school, which when I went through medical school, it was never discussed. With legalization, the big thing that will happen is now you're going to see an explosion of research into a variety of conditions that there's good anecdotal evidence that it helps patients.
What attracted me most about this industry was the ability and potential to grow a significant company in a pioneering industry. Cannabis has proven itself to be useful to patients for over 1,000 years. Never before really have we seen a parabolic demand curve with very few significant players in the industry. The first challenge we identified in the marketplace was the ability of companies to provide low-cost, high-quality, reproducible cannabis medicines for patients. From that, we looked to solve the problem by building large-scale pharmaceutical GMP-level greenhouses and manufacturing facilities at scale, both in Canada and California. The second problem we identified with the current cannabis space was the lack of accessibility for patients seeking educated physicians and education on what products to use. We sort of call this the mom test. Where would you send your mom to get proper education and knowledge on what products to use? Then the third problem we saw facing the cannabis industry was the lack of safe and quality drug delivery devices. From that, we acquired a vaporization company that solves all those problems and was already producing products in the marketplace to over 80 leading brands. And the fourth problem we saw facing the current cannabis market was regulatory compliance. There's a lot of stigma around the industry right now, and we really needed to bring credibility to the marketplace. So we sought out the best partners, both from the legal side and again from regulatory compliance through our auditors, being KPMG, through all our business units. Sunniva was drawn to the California market because it is the largest medical cannabis market in the world. Currently, there's in excess of 2 million medical patients in California. And we also like the fact that there are sophisticated distribution channels to get the product to the marketplace. I think the biggest stigma in the industry today is really around education and also around the safety of the plant. I think we're able to provide an environment for the baby boomers that are coming into the marketplace looking for an alternative to pharmaceuticals and provide them with education through true physicians who understand the plant, their uses, and what strains to use. I think with that and with legalization coming, I think that's going to force the quality of the product, and from that, I believe that will start to remove the stigma around the current marketplace.
So I think that's where it's going. I think we're talking about lots and lots of research into the various conditions, whether it's sleep disorder, whether it's pain, whether it's neurological conditions. And I think you're going to see that cannabis will have a role in the treatment of a number of different conditions.